Peace. I'm Hawaii Mike, and I am on a challenge, 30-day challenge of sitting still so I can rewire my brain without phone, without talking, without games, no music, no distractions, no deep meditations. Um, and few people have been asking me if I would create a vlog and do an update. And so why I started this is because I find myself death scrolling, every once in a while. And I'm like, why am I here? Why am I on this? Because I always have tasks, things that could be done, things that could be productive. And I want to use my time to maximize that productivity. And I felt lately I've been a bit distracted. Even though I meditate, even though I exercise, even though like all these other things, practice mindfulness. And so if I started noticing myself doing this, I was like, well, how can I pull myself out of it? And I saw this challenge about sitting still, and I haven't tried that. And so, the other part is retraining my brain, focus, not being caught up in any negative thoughts. It's so easy to, have regrets of the past, or have anxiety or fear about what's to come in the future, and then you lose yourself in the moment. And what I end up doing is procrastinating on the things that I need to get done. And so again, this is really just about creating more focus, releasing the need for the stimulation, because I think also that stimulation is a distraction from the things that I need to get done. And then what happens is once I get distracted and I fall into it, I become very judgmental. Why did you do this? Oh, you're so dumb. Like, oh, you just wasted all this time doing nothing. And, that's not healthy either. And so doing this, like, this isn't the easiest thing to do, right? Because we are so visually and mentally stimulated. There's so many ways to do that. And time just seems to fly once you get into those spaces. And it does the same when I start to work as well. So it's just a matter of how can I make better choices, stay focused on the positive. Even in like my manifestation, the visualization practices, the negative parts tend to pop up, which I don't like. So, I want to manage those as well and stay more focused on the positive and visualizing the things I want to happen, not adding in the things that could potentially go wrong, the things that could hold me back, the things that, again, like playing devil's advocate. And so, day 10, the first days were definitely difficult. If you see the videos, I'm moving a lot more, trying to stretch, trying to just move, trying to just, I'm fidgety. But today, on the 10th day, I was much more still. And I started with box breathing just to kind of calm and center myself. And then from that, it just allowed me to kind of not chase my thoughts as much. Like before, I was going down the rabbit holes and like working through things, creating to-do lists in my head. Oh, as soon as this hour is done, I'm gonna go and do this, instead of just being in the moment. And finally on day 10, I was able to do that. And it took me like the box breathing in the beginning, which kind of just calms me and, allowed me to then choose a focal point. I have art on my walls, I have plants around, I have, a messy desk that I work on. And all of those things are stimulation. And so finding a focal point for my visual to lock into helped me stay still, helped me be less distracted, from not being distracted, if that makes sense. And, again, like I want this to improve my focus and productivity. I want to enhance creativity. And the less my mind is just racing, I think the easier it is for me to do that. And this is much different than meditation, right? Because meditation, you're sitting there with your eyes closed, you're really focused on breath. I have a mantra that brings me back all the time. It's much easier for me to get into that space and block everything out. But when my eyes are open and I don't have anything to do, my initial reaction is to do something. And so being able to not necessarily resist that, but allow that to be and then process through why I feel that need and let that go is allowing me to kind of slow down and be more in the moment. So that's my day 10. If you're thinking about doing this, what I would say is if it creates anxiety for you, even the thought of doing it, start at a lower increment. Start at 15 minutes, start at 30 minutes. Put on a stopwatch instead of a countdown timer. See how far you can go. And then journal, write down what comes up, what made you feel uncomfortable, why I couldn't do this. Even all the negative stuff, even the judgments, the criticism, those are so important because the things that we say in our head, the stuff that really holds us back, most people would never think about saying to us. So, this is really about, just trying to be the best version of ourselves, not necessarily blocking out the noise, right? Not numbing ourselves, but understanding that that noise and everything that's happening is always going to be there. We can't stop that. But what we can do is choose how we participate with it. And so, again, if you're interested in it, try it. Let me know. I would love to hear what you guys think. If you got any other questions or information you want to know, as I go through this process, hit them in the comments. You like what we're doing? You know what to do. Hit the subscribe. Hit the notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. And yeah, man, that's what we here, man. This is me. I'm about oneness. We're all human. There's only one race, and we all are very much alike, and in that kind of biological way. And if we celebrate those parts, we can help each other. We can build together. We can build community. And that's what I'm here for. All right? Peace.